Hey everybody, Derek Gilman here at the Ganjier Campus, along with Kevin Jodrey, where we just finished filming a new lesson for the Ganjier Product Specialist program that's going to be coming out in just a few months. What are the six varieties? What are the 6 flavors you're going to put in your personal grow this year? You decided yet?
Kinda. I started grabbing up a bunch of seed stock that I was interested in that I want to work with. And I got some of it was from Jesse Biovortex. It was some of his black dog work, but there was a plant that I released into the system. I didn't create it, but I just put it out in quantity. But it was Bubba's gift, and it was just one of the most incredibly aromatic plants, and it just thrived outside. And so he happened to use that plant in some of his work, and I was able to get some of those older seeds from him. So he sent me some of the older seeds so I can get his black dog into that Bubba's gift. And I'm into that one. And then I picked up some...
What about it? What is it about it that speaks to you?
The black dog is a blackberry sour, and so it's just got this really syrupy, really nice matrix of sour diesel and blackberry, and Jesse's a good breeder. He's bright, and it does all his work outside, and it's really meant for outdoor. And that Bubba's gift, it just had a snapping scent to it that just cut through the air. So I'm into that one. I picked up some stock from... there's a breeders group out of like Monterey area, and they have it was a Zamal to a Congo, and I'm gonna have to dep it. I'm gonna have to put a small dep in to get it because it's like 90 days.
Sure.
But it's gonna give me that real high electricity that I like, but with like a fruit cornucopia, so a little different, mouth and nose than typical.
How fun.
And then I just picked up some stock from a cat in a rising moon.
Okay.
And that's his pine sap work, and it is some beautiful chems, but with this pine sap, and it's just what pine sap to him is. It's a breed that he works with, but it puts this really heavy, fuely but ultra piney flavor on it, and so I want to go into that, and then I'm going to go work on some of that Lebanese Puck. I just did the F3, and so now I'll sift out the F4 for the outdoor and go that route. And I think that ought to get me pretty much what I'm looking for.
It's well-rounded.
Yeah.
And that Lebanese Puck, that's more like you said for the hash production?
More, yeah. Well, you get both sides depending. All ironically, the red leb side is a hash monster, and so was that original Skelly.
Yeah.
But when you go into the population and you open up, you find stuff that has like high oils, small heads, and then stuff that's sandy and gritty.
Yeah.
So I went through the population to do the F3, and I was looking for something specific, and I found it, but I found a couple others that were just stellar as well. And so some of them are great for hash, some of them are just great for straight flower. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of enjoy both, because then I can do a little hash crop and then I can do a little flower crop. But because I have a medical recommendation, it lets me have a canopy outside of my legal 6, and that's also legal. And I get to use that as like my R&D to kind of sift and test. Mm-hmm. And then every year that I run that, it lets me find the stuff that I want to use for what we would call our legal 6, because those are going to be bigger plants.
Yep.
And so I'm excited. This is going to be a good year, and I got a whole bunch of different stock, and it's just been kind of fun to go work with all these other breeders and tap into their work. And then I got some of the triploid work out of Trilogene.
All right.
And they gave me some of their stock to play with, and I'm going to go run through that and see if I can pull out some killer hash plants and then run a nice little hash crop.
Far out, man.
I'm excited.
I look forward to you sharing some of that smoke with me when it comes in next fall.
Oh, guaranteed, brother.
All right, man. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us on this little session here. And until next time, Kevin Derek here at the Ganjier Campus.